The Supreme Court has rejected a settlement in a water dispute involving New Mexico and Texas. In a 5-4 opinion, it ruled that the water sharing deal between New Mexico and Texas cannot go through because the federal government still has concerns about New Mexico water use on the Rio Grande. For a little context here, this all dates back to a 1930s agreement called the Rio Grande Compact, when Colorado, New Mexico, and Texas agreed to share water in the Rio Grande. Then about 2 years ago, Texas and New Mexico were looking at an agreement that would sidestep the federal government. Justices ruled the deal cannot go through and, quote, "We cannot now allow Texas and New Mexico to leave the United States up the river without a paddle," end quote. Joining us for a little insight here on the water law is water law expert Gage Zobell. Thank you so much for being with us this afternoon.
Well, it's my pleasure. Thank you for letting me join you.
Okay, let's first talk about what this latest ruling actually means for this case.
What it means for the case is that we're going to have to go back to the drawing board on determining how the allocation between New Mexico and Texas is going to work moving forward. While traditionally states have been allowed to settle their own disputes between water, this new allowance of the federal government to intervene and to have their own claims processed through means that New Mexico and Texas are going to have to go back to the board and work with the U.S. Bureau of Reclamation to determine how that water is going to work between Elephant Butte, how much water is going to go down to Texas, and how they're actually going to be measuring it moving forward.
And why do the justices feel that the U.S. should be able to intervene in this case that really dates back almost 80 years ago?
Yeah, absolutely. So look, this is new. It's a bright world for water world. When you deal with a water, traditionally states don't have to have the federal government intervene, although the U.S. Bureau of Reclamation's been the one who's been controlling the water as it crosses interstate boundaries and for purposes like reservoirs. And so it's really unheard of that they even allowed an intervention initially a couple years ago, but then that they upheld the federal intervention. And what the court really found in its 5-4 ruling, although it was heavily criticized by the other four, was that there are federal interests that cannot be brought forward by states. And in this situation, mainly, you're going to have to allow water to go internationally down to Mexico, and the federal government alone has that right. The federal government has a right to deliver the water to the states and between the states, and finally to maintain the reservoirs. And those interests can't really be represented by the states themselves. Therefore, 5 of the justices said that you actually have to allow the federal government to intervene, and not only intervene, but be a part of the settlement negotiation.
And then, Gage, lastly, a lot of layers to this case. Why should people be interested and pay close attention to what's happening with this?
Yeah, like I said, it's charting new ground for water law generally throughout the West. So I'm going to speak, generically for all the United States. We have a lot of interstate rivers. The biggest one we always think of is the Colorado River, starting in Wyoming and yet again going down to Mexico, but affecting 7 states and roughly 60 million people. That's just one of many different interstate waters that we have, that this ruling is going to affect how they're managed in the future and how states even enter into settlements. Directly for Texas and for New Mexico, what it ultimately means and why you have to pay attention is there is no settlement on if New Mexico can continue to pump groundwater south of Elephant Butte, if they can, how much of it, how much water has to be delivered to Texas. So it kind of puts the farmers in the Rio Grande Valley up in a limbo until we get this settled. It's why a lot of people thought the court was going to rule opposite and uphold the settlement decree, because it puts a lot of water rights as well as farmers in jeopardy.